Another area of our 68 Camaro project called Reloaded that needed some help was one of the rear factory frame rails. And at some point this car had some issues with a frame rail. It had a big crack right through the arch in the top of the rail. And it was something that we figured it would be easier to replace the entire rail while we had the car disassembled than to try and patch it or repair the existing. The original frame rail is spot welded all along the lower body structure. So Nick went through and located each one of those spot welds and drilled them out using an HTP spot mill and other spot weld drills so we can separate this rail from the body. Nick then took our HTP plasma cutter and cut a window in the original frame rail. Our goal is to just remove the rail without damaging the original body tub. After Nick removed the rail, he climbed topside into the trunk area and began to punch some marks where he was going to drill some holes to plug weld the new rail to the body structure. Once all the holes were drilled, Nick went to the bottom side of the car and protected all of the areas with some HTP weld-through primer. The new rail from Classic Industries is identical to an original. It's the same gauge steel, so it's the same thickness. It also has the same exact contours and overall shape, so there won't be any difficulties installing it. Nick drilled some plug weld holes along the attachment points of the frame rail, and again protected those with HTP weld-through primer. Next, the new rail was lifted into position, and Nick started to secure it using some self-tapping sheet metal screws. Although we're introducing new holes into our structure, these holes will be welded up later after the rail is securely welded. Before any welding takes place, it's always important to measure and make sure that the new rail is in the perfect exact position as the original. Nick used our HTP MIG 200 MIG welder to plug weld the new rail to the bottom of the body. A circular design makes a clean plug weld with minimal grinding. All that's left is a little cleanup grinding on the welds. The final result of this project is a frame rail that looks like it had never been disturbed, and the structural integrity is returned to the body tub on our 68 Camaro.